Hi, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Unverified Accounts Pod. How are you doing, Micayla?
Just wonderful. Dandy. No lying.
I've never heard anybody say D&D, no lying.
Because I made it
Okay.
up. I because I
I
make
know that's
things
just
up.
crazy. I was like,
Isn't it
okay.
good? Like no lying. Like I'm not lying, but like dandy. Anyway, I'm good. How are you, Sydney? Twist out looking good.
I'm doing good.
Skin looking good.
Game is not the best right now.
Okay,
I don't
well,
know what's been
the
going
camera can't
on.
tell.
Yeah,
Okay.
but my mother can, so,
Oh
that helps.
wow. Not mama been reading you.
Unfortunately.
Okay, so today we're just going with a bunch of unpopular opinions, little hot take, hot topics. Um, I don't know if mine are hot takes or just like, lukewarm, ice cold. I don't know, but they're my opinions and you will respect me. Amen. All right. I
I
don't
feel like
know.
both of us aren't like hot take. Like, I don't think either of us have like weird or very strong.
But I also feel like I do, but like when I'm actually telling myself I'm about to talk about something, I can't think. But I feel like when we're talking on the phone or even in person, I say something where I'm just like, I feel like, am I the only one who, but we'll see. We'll see. Do you want to start us off?
Sure. I have quite a long list here.
Oh
So,
gosh.
so one, I'm not gonna go in order. I'm gonna just okay. The first one I have is I feel like it's weird being in rich people's pockets. Like, why are you so concerned about what they're doing with their money when you don't even have $1,000 in your savings? Why are we
Well,
comparing?
because for that reason exactly, I can't afford it, but you can. You buying what? You just bought a plane? Do you know the emissions? And we're in 2024 and you bought a plane? Oh my God. You just did what? You got a BBL and you just had a kid? Girl, give it a week. But anyway.
I feel
But
like I
you're
don't
right,
care.
because who are we? Because I feel like if I were rich, I would probably be making a bunch of questionable purchases as well. Like I'd probably have 13 houses, 62 cars at each house. I'd probably have like a lion, tiger, and bear, just get on par with Michael Jackson. I just feel like, yeah, because if I'm rich like Beyonce rich, Oprah rich, Bill Gates rich, like who are you to tell me that I can buy all the kids in Kenya if I want.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. I'm just kidding. But okay. Yeah, that makes sense though, because it is like I don't like people watching my pockets as a low class individual in your
Hmm.
20s, let alone rich. Um, okay, so my very first has stirred a few pots because I've this isn't the first time I've told someone this, but Martin, the show wasn't as funny to me as people seem to. I don't know. I just like, yeah, I mean, it was funny, but living single, oh, living single tops Martin like by about 250% for me. I'm a Max and Kyle girl, not a Pam and Martin. I don't know. It was like Martin was funny, like goofy, silly, but it wasn't like for me.
I already know you don't watch Martin because
And that's
Pam and
just
Martin were never a thing. It was Martin and Gina.
no, I'm saying the jokes. Like Max and Kyle would go at each other in Living Single and would always be roasting each other. And Pam
Okay,
and
that
Martin
makes
would be
more
roasting
sense.
each
Like you
other.
have to
That's what I
preface it
mean.
with that because
I know because
they were a
Kyle and Max
couple.
ended up
Couple,
being a couple.
yeah.
Okay, let me rewind, guys. I'm sorry. The jokes and roast sessions between Pam and Martin were about a 3 on the scale of 10 compared to Max and Kyle. I don't know. It just something about Maxine. She had me rolling. Her and then Sinclair's slow self. Ugh, just I loved it. Loved it. Loved every minute of it. It was by far to me, like I said, to me, by far the better show. Now, maybe one could possibly think I might factually be correct, even though this is an opinion based episode. But let's just think there was Living Single, and then we had the white version, which was Friends. Friends went on to be one of the most popular and successful sitcoms. Um, hello. It was just the white Living Single. So therefore, I feel like I'm not that far off because Living Single was much better to me. Much, much better. Sorry. Love me some Queen Latifah, you know. Erica Alexander. Yes, but that's my take, and nobody can even argue with me on that subject because I will sit and look at Martin and like kind of crack a smile.
It's your opinion.
It is my
It's your,
opinion. And
it's
usually
your
my
world.
opinions
We're just
are
living in
like
it.
usually they're right just because I feel like I'm right.
Okay.
But which one do you like better?
Um, I would say
This will
growing up,
determine
I
our
grew up
friendship.
on Martin. I didn't watch Living Single till college.
Ooh, she
Um,
was behind the ball, ladies and gentlemen.
yeah, because my parents watched Martin. We didn't,
Mm,
yeah. So I don't know why they never like they've seen Living Single, but they never like showed it to us.
mm.
I don't know why.
They
Um,
didn't want you to be living single.
I think, when I think about living single, looking back, it probably my mother probably deemed it as inappropriate. So
Okay, maybe.
they were sleeping with too many people, and we live in a very Christian household where I couldn't watch Harry Potter. So, yeah.
Okay, well, I get. All right, yours next.
Um, my next one is gonna be just because you go to church every Sunday doesn't mean that you're a good person.
Oh, amen, hallelujah. Because I'll have you know that church drama, I will not name any names. But when I tell you the church drama be really letting you know, like, you're evil,
Yeah.
let alone, like,
I
okay, you might
just because
be
somebody came in wearing pants, a woman came in wearing pants doesn't make them a heathen. Like I just
not a,
I you tell people come as they are. And when they come as they are, you talk crap about
you
them.
judge. And that's the problem.
And I just want to say, if you have not sinned, then you cast the first stone.
Oof. And it's a whole lot of people that can't cast no stones.
Nobody can. How
Nobody
about
can.
that?
How about that? Okay, do you think there's somebody in the world that's like literally never sinned?
I think about that all the time, but
Because
I
there
think it's
has to
impossible because
be.
as a child, we've done things that were bad and didn't even know they were bad because of an innocence of a child. So I don't
But I just feel like there has to be like 8 billion, because ladies and gentlemen, we are now at 8 billion people in the world.
crazy.
Just feel like there has to be one person that just never ever sinned. Now, maybe they were a quadriplegic, deaf mute, and that's why they could.
Maybe.
But I just feel like
Probably
there's
that's the
somebody out
answer.
there. There's somebody who has never sinned. I could go on and on about that because what even is sin? But that's besides the point. Yeah, definitely. It's a lot of people at church where I just be like, okay. Um, so you know those sugar cookies that everybody gets from the grocery
With
store
the frosted
with
ones.
the frosting. After like 12 years old, they weren't good anymore. They're not good. Give if you offer me one, I might take a couple bites if I feel bad because I am a people pleaser. I don't want them though. It just tastes like and I love me some desserts, like some cookies, some pies, some cakes, but it's just that's that stuff where you like this is what the 60-year-olds be talking about when they be like, "Ooh, this too sweet." Cuz it's just like
It's
I don't
straight
know.
sugar.
It's just straight sugar, and then it's like it. I don't know. It just I need a different flavor profile. Please don't offer me that. Give me a snickerdoodle or something. I don't want that. It just I can't do it. One bite and I'm like, all right. Thanks so much. It's so good. Yeah. Mm. Tooth falls out the next day. Like, I can't do it no more. Please give it up, ladies and gentlemen. You've had those cookies for far too long. Let the kids have them. I don't want to see nobody else buying them. We're 25. Okay. No.
I'm not gonna lie, I did buy them for my Valentine's Day.
Did you eat them?
Yes. I'm a cookie lover. I like sweets. I'm gonna eat a cookie.
But that's not even a cookie. That's not even a cookie. Like they used to
It's like I
bang.
don't like because of the texture. Like they're too cakey, in my
Yeah,
opinion. I don't like the cake.
chalky.
I That's why I don't
They're
really care for
chalky.
crumble that much because their cookies are more like cakey. Now don't get me wrong, they do have some hits, but if you give me crumble or insomnia, I'm probably gonna go
Oof.
with insomnia.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I feel you. But like the sugar cookie itself is just dry. Like it just
Yeah.
I
It like
automatically need a gallon of water. I feel
exactly. I
like
was about to say it's like Popeye's biscuit.
Okay, nah. I would have gladly eat a Popeye's biscuit
I'm not saying I don't
or
like
eat
Popeye's
that.
biscuits, but I'm just
No, I'm saying I'll
saying
eat a
you
Popeye's biscuit with no water before I eat that dang cookie.
okay.
Okay.
My forehead is very shiny. I'm low key sweating.
That's good.
That
That means
shot,
you're glowing.
the shot just
Maybe I should finish mine.
I don't know. Um, Actually, that's a lie. I started my period. I've been hot all day.
Yo, dude, because I get hot flashes before and during my period, and I am tired because, first of all, as a man, why are you commenting on my body and my hormones? I just feel like if I say I'm having hot flashes and a man tells me I'm too young, who are you? They're the same hormones. It's been so many times a man will be like, "You're too young for hot flashes." Okay, and you're too young for erectile dysfunction, but here we
I
are,
was
and
gonna
you're
all
drinking
them then.
lean and smoking weed, and here we are. I'm having hot flashes and you can't get up. Like, here we are. So who's really too young? Because best believe. Okay.
Okay.
Wait,
Um,
this is a side note. I remember one time, I don't know if he listened to this podcast because we weren't friends, but like we followed each other on Twitter and we had like mutual friends. And I remember one time this man tweeted like, "Good morning. I hope you get pregnant," or something. I replied, "Boy, I hope you get erectile dysfunction." I said ED, but you better take it back because I'll make sure you don't never enjoy nothing again. Okay.
all right. Um, my next unpopular opinion is this is probably not as unpopular as I think it is, but just because you can buy and wear designer clothing does not mean you can dress because y'all be looking a hot
So
mess.
the people that be wearing the whole like the pattern whole outfit, you could have wore those shorts with a white t-shirt. You could have, why do you have the whole set? And it's the monogram. Like it ain't just a B for Balenci, or you got the whole monogram from the neck to the ankle and then got the bucket hat to match with your
Mm-mm.
jewelry on. And then they be wondering, oh my God, he got robbed. Well, wonder why.
Ah, it's the people for me. I'm like, okay, you wearing Jimmy Choos, you got your Gucci purse, you wearing what a Versace top or Versace like okay, we get it. You got money. Like you don't. Why are we wearing all of this at once? Like
I was about to
it
say at a
don't look
certain
good
point that just
together.
clashes. At a
Yeah,
certain point,
exactly.
that's clashing. Now, it's one thing if you just got it and you just got a whole closet full of it and you just putting it on, cool. But sometimes it's just like you don't you don't need to flex for me. Who am I? I'm just
It's not
Micayla.
even that. It's just like it don't go together. It don't look right.
Yeah, they just
Just
be putting
because
it on
you
just
you just
cause.
want to just show how much money you have.
Putting them Bottega boots on with anything.
Yes. No, it's the Rick Owens. Everybody's been wearing the Ricks. I'm tired of
But
it.
okay,
Get
I
some
feel
other
like
shoes.
okay, I kind of want a pair. But I feel like part of that though is because Ricks are just like the designer Converse, and you can kind of wear Converse with anything. So I feel like that's why people just be wearing them. But I do get tired of them wearing like it seemed like every like designer fit or every cool fly outfit you have on your page, you have those same Rick Owens on. Like you don't have anything else? Nothing? Do you have a pair of Jordans? Air Maxes? Anything? Yeah, keep it. Hmm. Mine. Ooh, because I just got my nails done today. Can we retire almond and round nails? I'm sorry. They are so ugly to me. It just gives, and I know I got a couple friends. I know people personally who wear them. And I've had this conversation with them before. And they can kind of pull it off. It just depends on if you actually have style and can pick. That's fine if it ends up looking right. That's cute. But as a shape in general, it's just it doesn't give. It gives bland and flavorless, just like an almond.
Mhm.
Ew. I just don't
I think
like it. It's
it.
just like, ugh.
I think it depends on how your fingers are, because I know I have my uncle's hands, like the Pitt family hands. So I'm gonna stick to a little square, tapered square. I'm not doing nothing else because I don't have that type of finger. Some
It's
people's fingers
still
are
just
like very feminine and slender and they can pull that
yeah.
off,
But
but
it's just the shape in general. Like I said, some people can pull it off where it's like I'll look at them and not think, "Oh, they're ugly," or or not think like, "Hmm." And I'll be like, "Okay, those look nice on them," or just have no opinion at all. But for the simple fact, if you draw it on a piece of paper, I don't care what color it is, I don't like that shape. Please get it out of my face. Please. I keep with a square, a coffin, and if I'm feeling extra bad, I'll get me a stiletto.
okay, I hate
What
stilettos. I'm gonna be
what's that
honest.
face? You hate stilettos?
Yeah.
I don't hate them. I definitely in high school I had my little phase. I went to homecoming and got them oof long and pointy and so you like almond before stilettos?
Yeah.
Oh, we can't be
Unfortunately.
friends. Ladies and gentlemen, you just witnessed the end of our friendship. Cut the camera. I'm unplugging the microphone because there's just no way that I even befriended somebody who will prefer a rounded nail over a stiletto. And then that comes in handy, like for me, you know, I live alone. That stiletto, just get them right in the eyes. Rounded, what's that gonna do? Nothing. You're not protecting yourself. Now look, you dropped the pepper spray. All you had was a nail, and it didn't even scratch him. You don't even have his DNA underneath your fingernails if something happens for the police to swab because nothing. Let me
Okay. We are going off the deep end.
I think about those things. Okay, I'm done. You can go ahead.
Okay.
You can go ahead with yours.
Um, okay. I don't, this is just me being a germaphobe. I don't think you should wear your scarf, bonnet, do-rag outside the house because I know you're going to go lay your head on your pillow with that. And you just been all up in the airport, head against the back of a seat. And it just like, that's disgusting to me.
That's
The
fair.
outside elements have touched it. So unless you gonna switch out that bonnet for an indoor bonnet, like
I've never thought
please.
about that because when I had short hair, I used to wear my do rags out sometimes,
Hmm.
but it wasn't like out like places. It would be like going to a friend's house, maybe to the store, or I'd have a hat on sometimes. I never thought about that part. Like, let me lay my, now I lay me down to sleep. And all the germs are just on the
Think
pillow.
about that constantly. That's why I don't like outside clothes on my bed.
Mm. I'll remember that next time I visit you. Make sure to just plop down right after getting home from the airport. Just plop
I
on.
will wash everything. Sorry.
Okay. Now, what I'm about to say, I know will ruffle some feathers because this is already a topic amongst people. So, water, very healthy, very good when it's cold. But for people who say, like, ooh, I love some water. Oh, my favorite drink is water. It doesn't taste like anything. Now, yes, brand to brand, if you buy like bottled water or tap, or there's different tastes, but water itself can't, it just can't taste good. It doesn't taste like anything. You can have difference of like taste where it comes to like the bottle it's in or tap. Like, yes, it has slight taste when it comes to that sense. But saying water is, you're not saying, oh, I love me some Aquafina, or oh yeah, I love me some Fiji. You're not specifying the water. You're just saying, oh, I love me. No, now water is amazing when it's cold, ice cold. The temperature is what makes it good. Now there's some room temperature babes. I can't get with that. That's crazy. Room temperature water is just like swallowing spit. Don't argue with me, please. I need it to be ice cold. The colder, the better. But that's the only thing that makes water good is the temperature. Just the refreshing. Don't tell me, ooh, water is so good. Ooh, I love water. Because you're lying. It's good for you. It makes you feel good and refreshed when you drink it. But babe, I not sponsored, but I love me a flavored drink. Don't lie to me. Oh my God. You're a liar. I don't care. You're a liar. You're a liar. You're a liar. It's not, it doesn't taste like anything.
I think that should have been one of my unpopular opinions. I hate flavored things for the most part. Like, if you're gonna give me a choice of juice or water, I'm probably gonna pick water.
Mm-mm. But
It
does
like
it, but
depends on like what I'm eating. Because if I'm gonna get like some fast food, like some fries and chicken tenders, I'm like, okay, I'll take a lemonade, a pink lemonade, fruit punch, whatever. But if I'm at a restaurant, I probably just want water because I want to mess up the flavors. And I hate flavored
that's fine.
water.
But I have a question though.
Hmm.
It's not that you like the taste of water, it's that you don't like the taste of the other flavored stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I'm going. That makes a little bit more sense. The people who just act like when they taste water, they're tasting heaven. Like, babe, what are you tasting? What? What?
Nothing.
Because I guarantee you there's people who you'll pour the same water in two cups, blindfold them, and they'll pick one as being better than the other. Like, oh, this one tastes so much better. You're a
Do
liar.
that.
You're a liar. We should somebody, but you're a liar. I used to have this thing where, like, if somebody was clearly lying, I used to try to prove it. So I remember one time I was at this camp and I was arguing. I don't know why I argue with people who ain't that bright, but here we are. I still do it to this day. And I like, do you ever like mid argument or mid conversation be like, why am I even trying to convince them?
Yeah. That's why I walk off a lot of times because I'll be like ready to like box somebody and then I'm like,
It's like, but you're
it's
dumb.
not
Why am
even
I
worth it.
even
Like,
you don't even
exactly.
like you
You
don't
don't
even
make
realize
sense.
what 3 + 3 equals.
I'm just
Why
frustrated
am I arguing?
and you're making me
Yeah,
frustrated. So I'm gonna just leave it alone. You live in your
yeah,
delusion.
right. But I remember, so I was at a camp and this is in North Carolina. I was visiting my dad, but um, it was this girl who was like, it was a fly or something. Like we were at lunch or something, and I can't remember how it happened, but like she swore like she could feel when a fly landed on her. Babe, you're lying, right? So I go behind her and I'm like, can you feel this? Her head right here. I'm like this. Can you feel this? She's like, yeah, I felt that. I said, girl, I ain't even touch you. So please cut it. It's something about that. I should be a lawyer or something because I just just somebody in a lie when it's obvious. It's like, what are you even talking about? Rachel Dolezal, babe,
You know, she
you're
changed
not
her name.
even African American.
She's
Yes,
African
we
now.
talked about this. South African, like the colonizers? What?
Might as well be.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Okay, go ahead with yours.
Okay. My next one is I think talking stages are dumb. Like after 2 weeks, bye. Because either we're dating or we're not dating. Like
What
I'm
are we
not gonna
doing?
be talking to somebody for months and months and months and have never seen them. I mean, not seen them in person, but
So,
like hung out with them one on one.
yeah. So, question, do you think
Yeah,
like, but there's a difference though between like you dating somebody and this being your boyfriend,
yeah,
girlfriend, right? Like you can say we're dating without this being
yeah,
my person, right?
yeah.
Yeah, so I agree
Like
with
I
that
could be
because
like I'm
talking
dating a
stage and
couple
then okay,
people.
maybe we're dating. Period. I want to be like you.
I'm not dating a couple people, but I'm
Period.
saying you
Yeah.
could say that.
I know.
I don't have a
I was just
roster. I
saying.
people think I got
I know.
the
I was just
bag. I
saying. You
don't.
didn't have to tell them that. You didn't have to tell them that. I was just joking.
I don't.
I know your
And you can
business.
call me. My number is two
I
four.
know.
No, I'm just kidding.
Well, mine is 248-90. Um, what is wrong with us? It's the
Actually,
two
if you
hand.
call me, I'm not gonna answer. Please don't hit my phone. Don't DM me.
Don't hit my line,
Hit my line. Please don't hit my line, boy.
boy, boy. The way you said that, boy. What accent? Where did that come from?
I don't know. They just come out of me like I don't
Okay. My next one. I don't, as I've gotten older, I've like tried things and I'm like, okay, this is good, or oh, this isn't as bad as I thought. But like the warm dessert and cold ice cream combo, there's only a couple times where it's like, ooh, yeah, this is hitting. But overall, for me, the ice cream one kind of takes away from the actual dessert because a lot of times that ice cream mixture, like I want to taste this bomb dessert. Number one. Number two, I don't like the difference in temperatures. It bothers me, like having hot and cold on my tongue at the same time. It just, I don't know what it is. It just does not sit right with me. Now, Chili's lava cake, good. Tried it in college because my friends swore by it. They would just want to go there just for the lava cake. But that was good. Bomb. But any other time, like a la mode, I'll get it. It'll be good, mostly because the dessert itself is good. And then the ice cream is like, okay, yeah, it's good. But overall, it's just like I can really go without. It just, I don't know. The difference in temperatures annoys me. Like even when I get a salad, and if I get chicken with the salad and the cold lettuce, and then they just cook the chicken, now the chicken is warm and the lettuce is cool and or room temperature. It's just like I don't know what it is. It's just not giving. It doesn't go together to me.
I have to agree to disagree. I think it's though because like I have sensitive teeth, so I don't like things to be too hot or too cold. So I feel like when it's
If you're
together,
eating the ice cream, it's cold and the
my
other
thing
is
is I like
hot.
to when I heat stuff up in my house, when I bake a cookie, I wait for it to cool down, get to a nice lukewarm temperature, and put my ice cream on it, let it melt a little bit. And I'm special K. I'm sorry.
I mean, that's fair because now I had an argument about this before as well. What is the difference in you heating your food up where it's too hot for you to eat, but you letting it cool down, and you just heating it up to where it's the temperature that you like to eat it at?
I see. I think the problem is for me.
Is it the rate of
I
cooling?
grew up in a house where I like a nice hot shower. Like I like it.
Oh yeah.
I like my food to be warm, but my mother, I will never let her warm my food up
It's
or make
piping.
me a bath because she was laughing at this the other day when I talked to her about it. I confronted her. I was like, "You were making my baths too hot as a kid. I was burning. My foot would be red, bright red. And you know
Why didn't you tell her? Why didn't you
I'm like,
tell her it was
Mom,
too
this is
hot?
hot. She's like, turn the cold water on then. But like, and she thinks it's funny that she was
That sounds like borderline abuse, but we'll come back to that.
so I
Okay,
never let her
because look,
warm up my food because it would always be too hot. Like I'm a good like, okay, I'm gonna try 30 seconds, see how this goes. Okay, it needs a little more. Let me do another 30 or another
yeah, that's what
15.
I
Like
do.
that's how I do it. But she'd be like, put it
That's
on
what
for
I
a
do.
minute, put it on for a minute 30, put it on for
That's what I do.
no.
But I also didn't like I never liked my food hot because I don't want it to burn my tongue.
Mm-hmm.
Like just give it to me warm. But I think thinking about it, is there a difference in the rate of cooling? Because if I heat it up and it's really hot, the rate at which it's going to cool down to a certain temperature is probably a little slower than if I heat it up to a warm. Anyway, that's the nerd in me coming out.
And then
But
you also have different textures. Like, it's going to take
I used
longer
to
for your
eat.
mac and cheese and mashed potatoes to warm up than it is for
I hate
other
that.
things.
When I That's why sometimes when I have leftovers, I literally like I'll be hungry and I'll be like, ugh, I have to heat it up. And it just bothers me because I'm not gonna feel like putting one on the plate first and then the other because even when I do that, I still mistime it. So I just put it all on one plate and then I just let my mac and cheese just get real hot, gooey, and smoking and steaming. But like I don't know. But I also I'm just now getting to the part where I kind of like heat up my desserts just a little bit to where they're warm. Cause I used to eat cold stuff. Like I would eat pie cold, cake cold, everything cold pretty much. And now I'm like, okay, I see the hype a little bit with it being warm. I don't want it hot. I don't. It's not dinner. Don't give it to me hot. It's not dinner. It's not. Okay.
My personal opinion, I don't think you should move in with a man unless there's a ring on the finger. Because now you're
Yeah, we were talking
doing
about that.
wifey things with someone who's not your husband. Like,
Dude, we were talking about that, and I was talking about that with shout out to my friend Alana. Ugh, I hate to mention her name because she'll just act like she's just, so important in my life or whatever. But I was talking to her about that like yesterday or 2 days ago because I was saying like, I mean, we were talking about it too, but I was saying I wouldn't move in and blah blah blah. And she's like, right, because I think it was Alana. Because I know we were talking about it, but it seems like it was Alana because she was asking when she thinks that I'll like be getting married or when I'm gonna get into a relationship to where we're like living together, getting married. I was like, well, hopefully the relationship will start around when I'm 24. And then I started talking about how I don't think I'll actually move into anybody's house with them unless we're at least engaged. Like I don't hold the marriage thing so important because like our parents were mostly like when you're married just because of the whole wholesome thing. I It's not about that for me. It's just about like what do I look like living with somebody and we not engaged and you could just up and cheat on me, break up with me, and now we both paying rent on the same place and now we rock paper scissors into who moves out.
mm-hmm.
I don't have time. Or you built this life with somebody and it's like wasn't even what you like. Yeah, I don't have time for that. So that would be my reasoning. Um, Birds are scary. I don't like birds. Birds are the only animal. Now, if there's a dog, there's a bear, like I kind of know what that bear is going to do or what that bear is capable of. That bear can come maul me, eat me alive. A dog can come bite me, poop on the floor, poop on my foot, something. We know. But a bird, you can be minding your business and a bird just comes, swoops, and poops on you from the air. Like, you don't know what that bird is about to do. I don't like it. They can swoop down and mm-mm. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's just like, ugh, I'm dodging. I don't like it. Birds, yeah. And they know what they be doing because these are the same animals that be dropping their little babies from the nest when they don't either like the baby or they don't think the baby gonna make it or the baby sick. They just drop it knowing that baby can't even fly. Because I was at work, we have a bird problem at my job and it's really ridiculous right now. Yesterday, I was at work. Now there's been a dead bird outside for like 2 days, but the bird, when I tell you like the bird problem is bad. Like somebody will go out and all the birds just swarm and swoop. Like it's scary. It's like a movie, and I don't like it because I already don't like
The
birds. I don't
birds,
need no
the
extra
birds.
reasoning. But yesterday, my coworker comes inside like, "Hey, it's another. They dropped another dead bird, but it's breathing." Me and my coworker, even though I hate birds, we was like, "You want to go see that bird?" Lo and behold, he on the ground breathing, just breathing. Why did you drop that poor baby from that nest? That baby's still breathing. Birds, and that's why birds are crazy. Because they gonna poop on you on purpose. They dropping their babies from the nest. Like, if humans could just, I mean, some people do put their babies in the river. That's another story. But like, if we could just do that, we would be just terrible. We'd just be terrible. I don't like birds. Birds don't like me. Why are you pooping from the air? That's crazy. Like, you can't land. They be walking around any other time. You can't land and do that. Like, why are you legs up, wings out? That's crazy.
If they don't have
I ain't
control
with it.
over it, they just
They don't have control over their poop. They just do it.
like,
Oh, that's
they don't.
even worse. Oh my God, that's even
You didn't know
scarier.
this?
What?
You learned
It just comes out.
this? Yeah.
No, that's disgusting. But I thought they could have control over it because some birds, I know they be doing that on purpose. Some birds be pooping on purpose for real. I don't know what they
From
do.
what I've
They do it
learned
on purpose. You can't tell me they don't. What? Where would you learn about birds, first of all?
in school,
Oh, we ain't do that.
biology.
We ain't had that section. We had the part in biology, but not the pooping part. We had the part where they had that bolus. I remember that. And they had the bone because I remember at Roper we was like looking through the boluses and finding bones, and we had to match up which animal it had eaten. I actually I enjoyed that part. But that was before my fear of birds kicked in. Like, what are y'all doing? Ew.
Okay, well, now it's time for our last segment. Micayla, do you have anything for Relax, Relate, Release this week?
Yeah, I do. I really do. I need to relate, release, relax, relieve, any
Okay,
rejuvenate,
replenish.
renew, replenish. I don't know what time it is. It's 10:07. So I don't want to talk too loud because the man might be here. I am, y'all, my apartment building. There has been this homeless man getting in and sleeping in our laundry room. Keep in mind, there's only 4 units in the building, so it's really like the size of like a house. Do you want me to? I need to. Where's my building gave us this letter. Let me read it for you guys. So basically, it says, "Dear residents, we've become aware of, a situation involving a homeless individual breaking and entering into the building, sleeping in the laundry room. Now, this is the part I have the problem with. The Detroit Police Department has provided specific instructions regarding this matter to ensure everyone's safety." How are you going to ensure my safety if somebody's breaking into my building? That makes no sense. You cannot ensure my safety. It's impossible. Number one. So it starts important instructions. Like it's like stop, drop, and roll. Important instructions. 1, do not disturb. If you encounter the intruder in the laundry room or elsewhere in the building, do not wake or disturb him. 2, call the police. Immediately contact the Detroit Police Department, inform them of the situation, and they will dispatch a special unit trained to handle such incidents. So you want me to react? Y'all not doing nothing to get this man from being able to enter our apartment whenever he damn wants. But you want us to, he's sleeping. I don't want to bother him because I don't want to possibly get murdered. Because, oh, yeah, he did threaten to come back and rob and murder all the residents. That's neither here nor there. Um, so yes, I really need to release because I'm tired of hearing little noises and like, I wonder if that's him. Hope he doesn't come in my unit. Like, who has time for that? It's not as stressful as I would think, but I think that's just because my brain is preventing me from being like stressed out or like worried about it.
Hmm.
Because it's like, what the fuck? I mean, my first F-bomb, I think, on this podcast. But really, it's stupid to me. Like it's come on now. Somebody is in our building. And the other day I thought I was tripping. I'm like, it's 3:30 a.m. I'm like, what is going on? It sounds like a lot of movement. I'm thinking maybe, one of my neighbors is working nights or something. I was up for like an hour and a half till like 5:30. And then I had called my mom. I'm like, I don't know what all this noise is. Man, come to find out, I wake up at 8 a.m. I hear the man leaving and he was arguing with, I think it was the manager, like the site manager or something.
Hmm.
I said this man was in this place the whole time. And now I'm like, well, how many times when I hear that noise and just wrote it off, was it really him? And I don't have time for that. That's really actually crazy. Like, who has time? And he crazy. So it's like, I'd rather some gang violence be happening.
Girl.
No, I'm so serious because at least the gang violence, them gang members have sense. They just, but the crazy folk who can just snap and just kill you and just be posing for the mugshot, like, and then when people ask, like, did you? Yeah, I did it. She blinked 3 times at me. I know Morse code. I don't have time. I don't. I watch too much true crime. Them motherfuckers be snapping. But yeah, you need to find another place to live. And in the meantime, I'm mad because I'm going to a Chris Brown concert and I haven't even told my cousin who I'm going with because she's was supposed to spend the night, but now I'm like, she probably shouldn't because I would feel terrible if something were to happen and she was just sleeping in my apartment and somebody like came in. And so now I'm like, I have to tell her not to even spend a night that night, which is going to ruin the plan. So yeah.
I feel like it'd be better for her to be there. So if something were to happen, you're there together.
What? No, because
You
then it's
or
like,
you both should not be there. How about that? In general, you shouldn't be there. Point blank.
okay,
Period.
but what I'm saying is if one person were to be here, it'd be me. Why would like I feel like that's as if, you hear something on the news and then somebody's like, we had no idea. She never said anything. I would feel bad if something were to happen and we sitting up in here looking at each other crazy because this man done tried to break and enter or something happens and I didn't say nothing. Or like even her mama, like, if something happened to
No,
both
I
of us.
thought you would say something, but
Yes, I'm a teller,
but
but
I'm just saying, like Dragon Tales, two heads are better than one.
and he's probably thinking, ooh, two young women are better than one. Like,
That was crazy. Okay.
but also he does have a limp, so I feel like I would have a good head start. So serious. I thought about this. I said, well, he do got a limp, so if I gotta run, I might be able to get away.
Okay.
All right. Anything you need to relax, relate, release.
Um, I forgot my lunchbox at work one Friday and they threw it in the trash. It was an AK lunchbox from an Ivy box.
Why
It
did
was
they throw it
pink.
away?
A policy that if you leave stuff in the fridge, they throw it in the trash. It had Tupperware in it. So now I'm short like two
But why
containers.
throw the okay, that makes sense if you're throwing the food away. Why throw the actual container? Like, I mean, I've heard like because my job, they had like a note on something like if it's left here, on a Sunday or left whatever. But I just feel like why would you throw the actual box away? Why not just throw the food inside away and
I don't
just
care. So I had to get a new lunchbox. And
Did you
that
get the
one,
same one or
I
no?
can't get the same one because it's from an Ivy box. And so they do like different bundles every month. I can't just go and purchase that same pink lunchbox with a green and pink polka dot rim with a bow and a little keychain on it that said AKA. So my mom bought me a green lunchbox so I could put an AKA chain on it and go about my life. The point is, I didn't really care about the lunchbox. I'm more upset you threw my Tupperware away
So you
because
mad at the Tupperware, not the lunchbox.
I mean, lunchbox, whatever. Like, I'm upset. I mean, I get it, but I'm like, my Tupperware. Now I want to throw all my Tupperware away and buy a whole new set because I'm pissed.
Not the whole new set,
Because
please.
I already, when I moved, I don't know what happened to my lids. I'm missing like all my circular Tupperware, the little mini ones. I don't have lids for them. So every time I take one, I have to put like saran wrap or foil on top of it because I don't have a lid. Now, my question is, how do I not have any of the lids for that Tupperware? Like I packed it all together. So where did it go? I also moved and I did not have my pots.
It sounds like a ghost.
No, I just think moving was a nightmare because all of that was going on. Didn't have a place to move to. So it
But you
was
made a way. Found a way. I found a way.
okay. Then that's all we have for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. As always, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you're on YouTube. Leave us a review on Spotify. And we are on what Spotify, Audible,
Amazon,
Amazon, Google,
Google.
pretty much everything except Apple. I'm gonna actually call them and get it straightened out. I just
Actually, I'm going to call Steve Jobs.
please. Okay.
I'm going to summon him with my Ouija board.
You do that by yourself. Do
I
not
actually don't
involve
have
me.
one. But
Okay. Thank you so much. We'll see you in the next episode. Bye.
I